I know all the things I'm about to share about my sister, twinster, today will not come as a surprise to any of you, but will be more of a refresher of who she was and how she lived her life. Some of us go through stages where we are lost or confused and then find our way to become better people, but the truth is, Amanda always had it right. With the exception of a short mean streak when we were between the ages of 8 and 10, she has always been an exceptionally beautiful person inside and out. Amanda was the best sister. A friend recently shared with me that when twins are separated, their spirits steal away to find each other. And I know this is true. Amanda always called to check on me. Sometimes my phone would ring when I would need to hear her voice the most. And when we couldn't spend our birthdays together, we'd call each other and immediately start crying and say, "Happy birthday," through tears. We recently discovered the app Marco Polo, where you can send videos through messages. And my sisters and I love to send silly videos to make each other laugh. And our favorite video was Amanda's recent impersonation of Ronald McDonald, as she shared with us her unruly curly hair as it was growing out from chemo. And we laughed so hard at it, and it was just so Amanda to turn something like chemo hair into something that brought us joy. More recently, I got to spend some quality time with Amanda in the hospital without kids or extra noise, and it's a time I'll never forget. We talked and talked, like really talked. We prayed. She taught me how to pray. I read her encouraging messages from people. I read her favorite verses from the book of Psalms over and over, and she shared Bible stories with me. And we laughed, of course, a ton, and we cried even more. And I'll never forget how good my heart felt when I left our slumber parties there. Not only was Amanda an amazing sister, she was the best daughter. She got her sensitive, sweet heart from my mom and her generous, overflowing heart from our dad. We'd always joke that Amanda was the family planner and manager. She organized all the gatherings, birthday parties, family trips, holidays, everything. She loved making my parents' birthdays so special because, as we know, growing old is a milestone and should be celebrated. And I know my parents love her with every fiber of their being. Not only was Amanda an amazing sister and daughter, she was an incredible wife to Louie. She loved Louie so much, taught us all how to be better spouses by her example. And the one thing I loved to witness was their ability to laugh with each other no matter what kind of personal hardships they experienced. Amanda and Louie have had their share of heartache and have endured more loss than most of us. But they remained faithful and overcame together. And Louie, can't look at you, you're a good husband. And I watched you closely over these last 3 hard months carry out your vows. And I watched you pray over Amanda. I watched you cry over her, hold her close, take care of her physically and emotionally. And I know Amanda is so, so, so proud of you. Thank you. Not only was Amanda an amazing sister, daughter, and wife, she was the best mom. From the time we were little, Amanda was always the more maternal one. She always told us she wanted so many babies. And if there was a baby around, Amanda was holding him or her. Amanda loved her 3 girls more than life itself. And she gave everything she had to be the most patient, loving, wise, and caring mother to Gloriana, Evelyn, and Josephine until her very last day on earth. Not only was Amanda an amazing sister, daughter, wife, and mother, she was an incredible friend. I was lucky enough to be in this category too. She was my best friend. Looking around this room today, I know Amanda was so, so loved by so many friends. And if you're in this room, she probably prayed for you at one point or another. She made friends with everyone, and more recently, she made every nurse at Presby Plano her friend. Even now, there's a sweet nurse that will text my mother and say, "Hey, Mother," because Amanda made her feel like part of our family. Many of you have recently shared stories with me through text and social media of her impact on your lives and what she meant to you. And I heard things like she was always so kind, courageous, faithful, funny, strong, a role model, a light. And my favorite phrase I heard was joy giver. And I can't think of a better description for Amanda, the joy giver. So Amanda, as heartbroken as I feel, and as we all feel, I am just so, so grateful for your life. And I want to say thank you. Thank you for being so wise and sharing that gift with us. Thank you for being so faithful and sharing your earthly life with us for almost 38 years. I think everyone in this room will agree that we are better because of you. You've shined your light on so many of us through dark times, even though you've been the one battling for so long. But we know you've won your battle and are now walking with our perfect Father. Thank you for your contagious laughter. Thank you for your kind and generous soul. Thank you for your sweet family and these special girls. We will honor and share your legacy with them forever. There's just so much more I want to share with you all about my sweet twinster, but I'll leave you with this last message directly from her because I know we all need to hear it. A few weeks ago, I was cleaning out her guest room, and I found this, and I was just having a really hard day, and I found this card that she had written to my cousin Stephanie after our cousin Albert, Stephanie's brother, unexpectedly passed away just 5 short months ago. And I read it, and it was like it had been placed there on purpose for me to read. And I want to share her message with all of you. And the note said, Stephanie, there are no words to express the pain you or I feel. But at times like this, when nothing seems right or makes sense, I have to stand on truth. And the truth is, we all live to die. We will suffer on this earth because it's not our home. The truth is that God is real. I can hear him. He has given me peace in the most chaotic times and places. I've learned to not ask why, but ask, what now? When I was facing cancer, I repeated every day many times, I will live and not die. I will declare the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. And I want to declare his goodness to you. God is near the brokenhearted. What the enemy meant for evil, God will make for good. A joyful heart is good medicine. Those are truths. In 2 Corinthians, God says, but the things we cannot see will last forever. There is an eternity. Heaven is real. When Albert got there, I imagined he said, what took you so long, Lord? And he fell into the arms of the perfect Father. Know you are loved and prayed for. Love, Amanda.